Mike Conley and the Grizzlies hosting the Orlando Magic. Let's get right into the second half. Memphis down 1. Avery Bradley open for 3. He would finish with 21 points, also getting teammates involved. Bradley, the little pocket pass. Joakim Noah slams it home. The Grizzlies playing some good basketball over the last week. How about Terrence Ross, sorry. Mixing my college and NBA players. Mike Conley and the Grizzlies hosting the Orlando Magic. Let's get right into the second half. Orlando up 1. Conley cross-court. Avery Bradley open for 3. He had 21 points. Bradley also getting teammates involved. A little pocket pass. Joakim Noah to the rim. Grizzlies playing good basketball over the last week. How about Terrence Ross? The three-pointer, shooter's roll. He finished with 15 points. Orlando up 1 in the lane. Nikola Vucevic, 26 points, 10 rebounds. Oh, but it's time for some Mike Conley hero watch. Conley gets free, gets fouled, gets the buckets. He would make the free throw. More from Conley late. Off the turnover, he gets the steal, he's fouled. Conley would make both free throws. Conley with 10 points in the final 3 minutes. Now Conley, 15 seconds left. The 17-foot jumper, yes. But the Magic down 3 with a chance. Another turnover, and guess who comes up with the basketball? Mike Conley. He would go to the line and seal it. He would finish with 26 points, 14 in the fourth. Memphis has won 3 in a row. Anthony Davis, a game-time decision, but he's back in the lineup after sitting out Friday night with a back issue. And in the second quarter, Davis flies in, finishes with the left hand. Davis held to just 21 minutes, but he had an impact. 15 points and 8 rebounds. Kevin Huerter heating up in the second. The runner gets the shooter's roll, and then in the final seconds of the half, uses the screen, free for 3. Yes, Huerter 17 points in the second quarter, finished with 27. Hawks up 1 at the break. Let's get to the fourth quarter. A Diesel dunk nominee, John Collins throws it down. Huerter finds him up top. Great catch, better finish. Collins, 23 points, 10 rebounds, and he has the bench all impressed. Yeah, DeAndre Bembry, can't believe it. Great passing by the Hawks. Trae Young finds Collins. Young didn't have his best game after a triple-double Saturday, but still the Hawks get the W.
No Zach LaVine for the Chicago Bulls on Sunday. Out with a right patellar strain as the Bulls were in Detroit to take on the Detroit Pistons. These two teams meeting up for the second time in the last 3 days as Detroit trailed by 21 before coming back to beat Chicago to win their 11th game in the last 13. Lauri Markkanen one-upping the Andre Drummond tip-in with a tip dunk of his own. Markkanen finished with 17 points. Blake Griffin a 3-ball late in the second quarter as the Pistons led 61-55 at halftime, then started the third quarter on an 11-2 run. Griffin playing bully ball right there, gets the tough shot to go, and then Drummond collects and delivers. Griffin had 17 of his 28 points in the third. Drummond finished with 16 points and 15 rebounds for his 18th consecutive double-double. Now Langston Galloway has been very proficient from beyond the arc as of late. Came in having hit his last 6 from beyond the arc, and you know what? He would double that streak on Sunday, going 6 for 6, scoring 21 points in the ballgame. 12 straight threes now made by Langston Galloway, longest streak in the NBA this season, as Detroit blows out the Bulls 131-108. Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat, winners of 4 in a row, one shy of the longest streak of the season, hosting the Toronto Raptors on Sunday, who were once again without Kawhi Leonard due to load management. Dwayne Wade still looking spry. It's the steal and the two-handed finish. He had 15 points, but the Raptors go on a 14-0 run late in the half. Kyle Lowry to Pascal Siakam for the floater, and Siakam drives and kicks to Serge Ibaka for the 3-ball. Those two combined for 30 points and 13 rebounds. Toronto by 14 at halftime, and the Heat are 0-4 this season when trailing by double digits at home by halftime. The Raptors sustaining that lead. Kyle Lowry for 3. How about another one as Toronto tied a team record with 21 made three-pointers. More ball movement. Lowry had 24, 8 Toronto players in double figures, and the Miami Heat would lose this one, but we can't get out of this highlight without showing that. Derrick Jones rising well above the rim to snag that oop from Bam Adebayo. That is a Diesel Dunks nominee for Derrick Jones Jr. Looking like the Jumpman logo, lefty style. But Toronto wins by 21. They're now 14-5 this season without Kawhi.
James Harden and the Rockets going for an 8th straight win, taking on Luka Doncic and the Mavericks. Mavs came in having lost 9 of 10. James Harden stops, steps back, scores. Houston by 5 in the second quarter. Great moment for Chris Paul. CP3 finds PJ Tucker. Three-pointer good. Paul moves into 7th place all-time on the assist list, passing Isaiah Thomas and the top 6. Amazing. Stockton, Kidd, Nash, Mark Jackson, Magic, Oscar Robertson. What a list. James Harden in the third quarter drives, scores. No, waved off. Harden, the elbow into Luka Doncic right there. Harden picks up his 5th foul. He would have to play the rest of the game in foul trouble. Meanwhile, Doncic into the lane for 2. He would have 19 points, 15 rebounds. Also, great defense at the other end, blocking the shot. In the fourth quarter, Mavericks down 3. Doncic gets it over to Tim Hardaway Jr. for 3, ties it at 89. At the other end, tied. Eric Gordon posts up. He led Houston with 26, 91-89. 35 seconds left. Doncic, no look, over to Dwight Powell, cuts the lead to 1. Rockets up 1 late. James Harden with the basketball, drives. The layup, no good. The Mavericks have a chance. Do they call a timeout? No. Doncic pushes it up the court. Jalen Brunson has to force it at the buzzer. It's blocked by Chris Paul. What a play defensively by the Rockets. CP3 comes through with the clutch win for Houston. The Rockets have now won 8 straight.
Miles Turner and the Indiana Pacers in Philadelphia on Sunday to take on Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Embiid returning after missing 8 games with a knee injury. Philly was 4-4 in those contests. The Sixers come in a game behind the Pacers for 3rd in the Eastern Conference. And Embiid scoring early off the nice feed from J.J. Redick. In the second quarter, Indiana getting contributions from its reserves. Doug McDermott driving for the land and Corey Joseph trying to find some open space. Eventually does for a fall-away jumper. That's good. And Darren Collison. 3-ball is good. Indiana on top by 8 at that point. The reserves scored 28 in the first half for the Pacers. Bojan Bogdanovic had 18 points. A quick 3 right there. Indiana led 59-51 on the road at halftime. In the third, Ben Simmons, who had 15 points and 6 assists, gets the and 1. After the made free throw, Philly down by 7, but Indiana missed 17 of 20 shots in the third quarter, going the final 6:55 of the period without scoring. Meanwhile, Joel Embiid helping to bring Philly back. Now up by 6. Bump and the foul. He makes the free throw as Embiid scored 24 points in the second half alone, announcing to the Philly faithful that he is indeed back. Look at him put it on the floor. He finished with 33 points and 12 rebounds, and Philly wins by 17 to take 3 of 4 from Indiana in the regular season. Now with identical records, Philly has the edge for 3rd in the East.
Giannis and the Bucks began the day 3 games up on Toronto for the best record in the East, facing San Antonio, and there he is. The Greek Freak throws it down. Nice game, 27-13. At the other end, DeMar DeRozan in traffic, the basket, and the foul. 3-point play pulls the Spurs within 5. Third quarter, tied at 64. DeRozan Finds LaMarcus Aldridge. Left alone in the corner. He knocks down the three. Spurs by 3, 67-64. Giannis the putback jam. And look what we have. A bat. Yes, the bat of San Antonio is back on the courts. The Coyote won't cave in. Dressed as a Batman, Coyote won't give up. Going after the bats. The Spurs won't cave in either. Marco Bellinelli for 3. Then Aldridge. Mid-range game, that's his game. He knocks it down. Aldridge had 29 points. Then DeRozan. Absorbs contact, scores. He had 28 points. The Spurs have beaten Milwaukee, Toronto, Philly, Indiana, the top 4 seeds in the East right now. Knicks and T-Wolves, Minnesota going without Karl Anthony Towns because of a right knee injury. Also Andrew Wiggins sitting this one out. Jeff Teague to beat the clock at the end of the first half. Yes, that's in his range. Teague a double-double, 20 and 10. The T-Wolves up 10 at the break. More Minnesota in the second half. It's Teague into the lane. Dumps it off to Taj Gibson for the dunk. Then it's Keita Bates-Diop. Gives, gets back. Career high 18 points. Anthony Tolliver, no. Taj Gibson gently pushes it back into the bucket. Gibson, a season high 25 points, and Minnesota wins 103-92. The Suns and Warriors, the beast versus the least in the Western Conference. We know how this one's going to go, right? But in the third quarter, the Suns are up 6. Devin Booker, yes, inside, 73-65 Suns. The Warriors go on a 13-4 run. Kevin Durant, 2 of his 25. Golden State back up 1. Fourth quarter, DeAndre Ayton works his way inside for 2 of his 18. Also had 9 rebounds. Suns on top. Golden State turns to Durant. Gets double-teamed. As he tries to pass the ball away, goes down and grabs his ankle. Watch again. Durant lands on DeAndre Ayton's foot. He would have to leave the game and would not return after the twisted ankle. What a game-changing moment right there. Durant exits. The Suns in this game up 1 in the fourth. Off the turnover. Going the other way, in transition, Booker, open, stops, 3. Yes, more from Devin Booker. Going against Klay Thompson. Free throw line jumper, that's good. Booker, 37 points, adds to it here, in transition. The slam, 106-98, the Suns at Golden State, up 10, under 3 minutes to go. Here come the Warriors. Draymond Green, the bucket inside. Now an 8-point game. The wild shot as the shot clock was running out. Klay Thompson leaks out, scores now. A 6-point game. Now it's 3 under 30 to go. Steph Curry gives it up, gets it back to tie. Long. The Suns get the rebound, and Phoenix ends an 18-game losing streak to the Warriors, winning at Golden State 115-111.